Hi, Reilly.
Hi, Taylor.
How are you feeling? A lot happened right now. Do you ever think you'd be one of the first evicted house guests?
Oh no, I am such a competitive person, especially with myself. So I'm definitely sad. I didn't think it would be week 2. I had big plans. I feel like it's an unfinished story, but nonetheless, I am so happy for the experience. I mean, this changed my life, and I met so many amazing people. So I can't be too sad.
By a vote of 12-0, Reilly, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Let's talk a little bit about your experience in the house. You were already HOH first week. What is your biggest regret during your time in the house?
I think being really trusting, especially right off the bat with an 8-person alliance, that was definitely a big move to make right at the very start. I am one of those people who's very vocal about how I feel and my emotions. So I think that expressing my concerns about Hisam in the beginning might have bit me in the butt. I also think in general, just, winning HOH puts definitely a target on your back right in the very beginning of the game. So anything that happens is kind of your responsibility in a sense. I think that was something that I could have handled better.
Well, let's talk about the vote last night. I did notice you seemed like you kind of knew in the beginning where the votes were. Where was your head out when that live eviction was happening?
I was fighting right till the very last 10 minutes. Everyone was very up and down and up and down. I campaigned like crazy for myself. I had him and then I lost him right at the end. So that's kind of why my speech was not beautiful.
It's okay.
Yeah, but man, it was a tough one. It would have been a huge move, probably the biggest move in the game so far. So I think that scared a lot of people. I could have had it, but I can't be too upset. I was asking a lot of people.
Well, there are lots of curiosity around the veto speech. There's an opportunity to maybe have the vote flip after that veto speech.
Reilly, I love you, but unfortunately, you're my target. You mentioned my name, and I think your HOH reign caused the house to split prematurely. I'm hoping that my house guests will help me vote Reilly out.
Could you tell us a little more insight on what that speech exactly did to the house, to you, and where you think the votes were lying after that?
I definitely think the speech was something that people weren't exactly expecting, but Hisam is super honest, and that was his way of showing that. He was very passionate about his goals for the week. So, I can't be mad at it. It is just a game. I think it definitely made people start to think about where they see themselves moving forward. But, I wish him the best. It was just a game move.
Was there anything that we might have been missing as viewers that really nailed home just how passionate he was about you being the one to go this week?
He basically, just told everyone where his head was at and asked for help to get to his destination. So, no, it was definitely just, he had voiced his opinion around the house anyways. So no one was really surprised at where his head was at, but he did what he had to do, and I totally understand that.
Where do you think his game is going to be moving forward? Because in the end, he was successful in having you go, but it seems like he did end up rubbing some people the wrong way along the way.
It's going to be interesting to see how the house handles that. I think a lot of people right now are, trying to still figure out their own game, and I don't think they're wanting to make game moves for someone else. And I think that it definitely opened some eyes to where this house might head in the future. So I'm very interested to watch and see how, everyone handles this.
We see the house is split between more so the older crew and the younger crew that happened under your HOH. Where do you think the power is going to end up going moving forward?
I think it's anyone's game. I really think it's anyone's game. We're such a unique cast and everyone is so capable. I have had so many conversations with everyone at just how intelligent and cool, and everyone has something to bring to the table. And I think that this game is so beautiful in that sense that anyone can take it home. So it's tough to tell. I'm curious to know who won HOH last night.
It was Felicia.
It was Felicia. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you're kidding me. Oh, she's amazing. I'm so happy for her.
She's great.
Oh
And
my
she
God.
got her
Go
bag of
Felicia.
seasonings. She got seasonings, jelly beans, and Fantasia for music.
Gosh, Stop it. I'm so happy for her. She's amazing. Oh, go Felicia. That's awesome. That's awesome.
We did see when you were on your way out the door, Cirie whispered something in your ear. Can you give us any insight on what she told you?
I told her to kick some butt.
How did you feel when you found out that Jared is her son?
Gosh, good for them. They are killing it. They are working it. I had no idea. When Julie told me there was a relationship, I thought it was romantic. Like, that's how well they're hiding it. But it's so funny. I've had so many conversations with Jared about how I feel like Mama Cirie and Mama Felicia are like our mothers. And he's like, yeah, I know, I feel the same way. I'm like, wow, they bamboozled me. If they can keep it up, they are going to go so far in this game. They have their story so straight. It's crazy.
We did see that you got close with both Jag and Matt. Do you see anything happening outside of the house with either of those two?
They are my best friends. It's so crazy in 2 weeks how close, you know this, how close you can get to these people. You're learning, you're getting to know these people double time. And both of them are amazing guys. I know if anything, we're gonna be best friends forever and ever and ever, but we will have to see. I'm not sure.
Who at this point do you think is playing the best game and who's playing the worst game?
I think Jared is playing the best game right now. And I think, I don't know if there's anyone playing a bad game right now. I definitely think that if anything, there might be a little bit more of a target on Hisam's back. And I know that there's a couple maybe floater type of house guests right now that I think should start getting involved. But other than that, I think that Jared's playing a really good game.
Who do you think is floating and should step up to the plate some more?
I think Bowie and Red are definitely taking things a little bit slower, which it honestly, that might work out for them in the end. And I think I'm almost jealous.
It's a marathon, not a race. Is there anybody that you're hoping to see behind you next Thursday?
I think if I were to have stayed in the house, I would have tried to backdoor Hisam. So maybe Hisam, but if not, I'm not sure. Hopefully not Matt or Jag or Blue.
What will you take away most from this experience? Did you learn anything about yourself?
I learned that I am a very emotional person. Man, what did I learn? I learned so much about myself. I learned that I can maneuver under high pressure. I can adapt, and that I'm a really tough competitor and I care a lot. So, I'm so sad. I mean, the saddest part for me is honestly leaving my friends. I love everyone in there and I love the game of Big Brother. So yeah, it's such a great experience. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I really would.